Looking good, my guy.
Hey, looking swagger yourself, bro.
And here were the Bulls arriving earlier at the arena with a big game on the road awaiting. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. A look at the Bulls starting lineup. Star pair of Levine and DeRozan are your wingmen. MP out there with Vucevic, and it's Ball in at the 1. And every season you have teams, Greg, that start out hot only to falter. How do you separate the real from the rest?
Kevin, that's a good question. And one thing is what we call point differential. Doesn't just look at wins and losses, but margins of victory. And it can indicate who's really built to go the distance.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
There is nothing coaches like more than somebody you can count on. MP's trusted by his coaches, his teammates. They count on him to bring it every night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Ball. DeRozan, a screen on Johnson. MP passes to DeRozan. MP dishes to DeRozan. Bridges with the steal. And a wide open look for Walker from outside off the mark. Now DeRozan. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And DeRozan throws it down.
Oh, DeMar DeRozan gets off his feet in a hurry. I love it.
The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And you know, Doris, Brooklyn's gone through a pretty tumultuous few seasons.
You know, Kevin, there have been some circumstances that were unpredictable contributing to what you're talking about. And now, as a consequence, a lot of turnover on the roster and on the coaching staff. Listen, it's never easy to make the kind of transition they've had to make.
They get the rebound, and Vucevic kicks to DeRozan. Offline with his three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And stolen by MP. Here's Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Body control, flair for the dramatic, Levine in style.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to Miami.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And the Nets making a change here. Simmons is checked in. The Bulls making a change here as well. White, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
Spreading the wealth. MP just has a knack for doing that on and off the court.
Schroeder against Ball. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. Johnson wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn. In the corner, it's Levine. Outside, White. Over to the wing. Here's Vucevic. Drills it from outside.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Nets trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They need this. Shot's good by Walker.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Ball. MP sets the screen for White. Back to MP. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Always ready to strike. Mr. MP needs the ball, and once he gets it, he's getting to his shot quickly.
Ball again. Schroeder outside. Simmons kicks it out to Johnson. Schroeder outside. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Excellent D there from Ball. Bulls leading by 5. Over in the corner, White. Here's MP. Outside, Ball. Back to MP. And it's denied.
Wow, twice on the pipes from Dennis Schroeder. Woohoo!
Bulls have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. No good on the free throw, so both teams making some changes here. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Chicago.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got DeRozan. Andre Drummond is out there with MP. Then it's White, and it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. Bridges misses. Chicago leading by 6. Indoors, we know Mikal Bridges famously traded for Durant, but it's interesting. Durant was Bridges' favorite player growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who is idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy has proven to be a capable offensive player and is one of the truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. And rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report. They set the screen. Simmons passes to Watford. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Well, you can't teach size, is the old expression. And Andre Drummond making his presence felt defensively.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Passes it to Bates Diop. And the rejection by MP. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. MP dishes to Drummond. Rebounded by the Nets. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
And extensive ball movement, Doris, is a beautiful style to watch. But not every good team plays that way. Why not?
I think so much of implementation of style is about the players you have. What are the strengths of your individual players? Does the point guard flourish in a pick-and-roll situation as opposed to ball movement? Does a point guard like Luka Doncic need the ball to be effective? It's all about who your personnel is.
And a new group in for the Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Bates Diop. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Walker's checked in for Trendon Watford. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Dennis Smith. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Andre Drummond. Bean comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Ball subbed in for Alex Caruso. Simmons a screen on Ball. Pass to Walker to stop the drought. The shot's good on the assist by... Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. The Bulls leading by 13. Ball finds MP.
2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
And here's Levine. Kicks it out to MP. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Johnson with a screen on White. Simmons inside. White covering. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Kobe White. Here's Finney Smith. He has yet to score. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Ball with the rebound. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's MP. Back to Ball. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Levine sets the screen for MP. Outside Levine. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Inside. MP gets it.
Well, Levine has really worked on those playmaking abilities. That's a pretty pass right there.
Outside Simmons. To the paint. Here's Walker. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
This is MP at his absolute dominant best right now. He is in complete command of the basketball.
Schroeder against Ball. Johnson outside. Pass to Walker. Now Finney Smith. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Over in the corner, Caruso. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Well, simply stated, you have to take... care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Here's Schroeder. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago.
15.
He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Nice work, bro. You're right there.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
When I look at the Nets, they've played below average basketball coming out the gates. They were hoping for more. They were talking a good game in the preseason, but they have not backed it up. Like you never back anything up, Ernie.
Shifting focus now to that first half we just watched. A grueling game so far for the Brooklyn Nets. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
Forward spots will be Bridges and Johnson. Walker out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Finney Smith in at the 5. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. Finney Smith with it. Still without a basket. Bridges misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Johnson against MP. He feeds it to Vucevic. Vucevic a screen on Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic with the bucket.
You have to admire the confidence of Nikola Vucevic. This close, he's focused on putting 2 on the board.
Schroeder passes to Finney-Smith. To the middle. Stolen by Ball. Inside. Kick out to Levine. MP sets the screen for Levine. Another one falls for Chicago.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Schroeder passes to Finney-Smith. Down low. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
And from undrafted in 2016, Doris, Dorian Finney-Smith, now a player that every team in the league would covet.
Well, this is a long wing defender, Kevin, and he's now made himself legit as a 3-and-D prototypical player. And he stayed at it, earned the rewards, and now says, my mom can finally put her feet up. I have made it.
Ball from long range. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 6th assist on the night. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. He's been dominant over the last month. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the league says it wants every team to play to win, but All-Star Kevin Durant said it's just not realistic, adding, each year only a few teams can win it. If you're not going to be a playoff or play-in team, you might as well go for a top pick, get some reps for guys who ordinarily wouldn't make the rotation, and maybe change their lives as well. Kevin?
And that's an interesting take. Thanks, D.A. Schroeder kicks to Johnson.
Third quarter.
Bridges against DeRozan. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Johnson, that's for 2. Again, the net's for 2.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
So timeout called here, the first for Chicago.
Get loud, fans. On the court, your hype squad.
Simmons checked in for the Nets. And Chicago also making a switch. White's checked in. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. Ball feeling it out a bit. MP dishes to Levine. Schroeder against Ball. Cans it from downtown. Ball's got 6.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Simmons passes to Schroeder. To the inside, Finney-Smith. And the rejection by MP.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Back to Ball. MP sets the screen for Ball. Inside, here's MP. 3 on the clock. Levine's shot is off.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Walker the pass to Schroeder. Walker a screen on Ball. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Ball.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
And taken away by Johnson. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Schroeder against Ball. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call.
Group in for the Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Trendon Watford. Johnson comes in for Keita Bates-Diop. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Smith. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Drummond. MP comes in for Torrey Craig. Zach LaVine's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Lonzo Ball in for White. So the Bulls 5 right now. LaVine on the wing along with DeRozan. MP out there with Vucevic. And it's Ball in at the point guard. Ball finds MP. Vucevic a screen on Johnson. MP passes to Vucevic. Misses from close range. Nets trail by 20. Bridges dishes to Schroeder. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Lonzo Ball picks one up. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
To the middle, here's MP. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Bulls lead by 20.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Up top, Finney-Smith. Vucevic defending. Schroeder surveying the floor. From outside the arc. It's all in by the Bulls. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. 1:51 left in the 4th quarter of this one. DeRozan for 3. Vucevic a screen on Bridges. MP passes to Vucevic. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense, to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
Ball sets a screen for Levine. To the paint. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Banked in off the glass.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Kick out to Levine. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Passes it to Johnson. The 3 ball. MP grabs the miss.